So this past week, I rocked a lot of fragrances that I honestly think I need to wear more often. I have such a large collection that sometimes there's just fragrances that get forgotten. Doesn't mean they're not awesome, it just means I've got too many fragrances? Nah. But this week, I went with fragrances I don't wear as much, but I probably should. So join me for week number 34 of my whiffs of the week. Cue that intro. What's going on, my beautiful fragrance family? I hope each and every one of you are doing awesome today. And welcome back to My2Scents. My name is Brian, and this is the channel all about helping boost your confidence through the art of fragrance and helping you become a lasting scent memory. Do you ever feel that way? Do you ever feel like there's just forgotten fragrances, sitting in your collection? They're still really, really good. You just kind of overlooked them, or you might even forget you have them. That's kind of what happened to me this past week. I've got so many fragrances that, sometimes there's fragrances that get overlooked, and some really good ones. And then I start thinking to myself, man, I should really wear these more often. I should let the fragrance family know more about these fragrances. If you feel the same way as me, then do me a favor and leave me which fragrances down below those are for you. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes in today's whiffs and sniffs. All right, starting things off on Monday, I was sick. So, of course, I was still going to wear a fragrance, but I didn't really want to wear something that's too heavy. I didn't want to do something that's, going to make me a little nauseous. I wanted something that's going to be a little comforting, that's citrusy, that's got a nice florality to it. It's a little soothing, and it's an old school one. That's right, Dior Eau Sauvage. My favorite Sauvage. Anyways, Eau Sauvage is such a classic style fragrance, but since it's been reformulated so many freaking times, it's not as classic as it used to be. But Eau Sauvage is still a great fragrance. I don't know what batch this is. I'm sure I've figured it out at some point, but I don't write that stuff down. I really don't care. I know it's going to be reformulated. This originally came out in 1966. If this was an original 1966 batch, it would probably make me throw up. It would probably have turned sour, but Eau Sauvage starts out with a lot of nice citrus, like lemon and fruity citrus. I think there's some fruity notes in here as well. You get some nice green characteristics. You got like basil, I believe maybe some mint in here as well. There's some coriander. And then once you further get into the heart, you get like jasmine and rose, a nice little bouquet of florals. As the base notes start coming in, you get a lot of musks, you get some vetiver, and I believe also some underlying amber. So you're getting this like nice base of sweetness. I love Eau Sauvage. Even though it's been reformulated, I still think it is a fantastic fragrance. Decent longevity for me. I get between 4 or 5 hours of longevity, depending on whether or not I spray it on my clothes. And that day, I doused myself in it and took a nap because I just could not get myself out of bed. And I do want to say this, ever since I got the vid, January 2021, I get sick way easier ever since. And I hate it. I think I need to go see the doctor or something, but there's something up, because before that, I couldn't tell you, since 2021 and back, I couldn't tell you the last time I got sick. But I really enjoy Eau Sauvage. But of course, it is a little bit more on that classic style perfumery. I guess you could say it's a little mature. But I think these new formulations, anybody could rock them. So Monday, I went with the OG, Dior Eau Sauvage. Tuesday, I was feeling better, but I still was not 100%. So I wanted to go with, again, a lighter fragrance. And, I actually felt more like getting out of bed, doing some whiffing and sniffing, doing some test driving. And so I went with one that is right now on sale for stupid cheap at all your department stores. And that's YSLY Eau de Toilette. Get it while the getting's good, guys. And this is the first time I can say, thank God for reformulations, because this is a really good formulation. I don't really know why they're reformulating it. Hopefully they're going to make it stronger, maybe last a little bit longer, because I get decent longevity, good longevity out of this. About, 5 hours, 5-6 hours, again, depending if I spray it on my clothes. And I am that guy that does spray on my clothes, depending on the fragrance. But YSLY EDT, it's fresh, it's clean, it's blue. It's a dumb reach, it's versatile, it's easy to wear, it's inoffensive. You start out with this really nice bergamot, you got some mint, you got some ginger, and these really nice aldehydes. Then you roll into some really nice kind of fruity apple, and I think there's some pineapple in there as well. Don't really get the pineapple, but I do get the apple. Lying in the heart, you get some nice watery violet leaf. There's also some sage in here. Further into the dry down, you're gonna get ambergris, you get some cedar. I think there's a little bit of incense. It's not overpowering. It's really nicely blended in there. It's clean, it's smooth. And then you get some really nice musks as well. YSL YEDT, man. $49, I think, for like, I think that's for a 60 ml, $69 for 100 ml. And then I think it's literally like 99 bucks or $89 for a 200 ml. It's something crazy. Don't quote me on that, but check it out. Go to your local department store and see for yourself. Get it while the getting's good. Not my favorite out of the entire lineup, but I do enjoy the entire lineup except Eau Fraiche. This one is I would say my third favorite out of the bunch. And it might be my fourth favorite, but that's okay. It's still a really good fragrance. In fact, I would say this is a great fragrance. I just like its bigger siblings a little bit more. So head out to your department stores, do it after this video, and check out YSL YEDT. All right, Wednesday, I was back in action. I finally got a video out, and I was like, all right, I'm good. I'm not throwing my guts up. I'm not stuck in the bathroom. I'm not stuck in bed. I'm not sweating anymore. We are good to go. And I, again, wanted to go with a fragrance that I do love, but I just don't seem to wear it as much as I used to. And it's Armani Code Eau de Parfum. Man, I really wish that I did wear this more often, because I think this is a great fragrance. This is my favorite one out of the entire Code lineup. I think it is the one that's more versatile. It's not too sweet. It's not overly sweet. And I just think they did a really good job taking that original DNA and just rounding it out. So you're gonna obviously have the tonka bean in here. And you're also gonna get some citrus up top, like lemon and bergamot, and you also get this beautiful bouquet of lavender. And I love the way the lavender is done in this. It's sweet, it's aromatic, it elevates that citrus, and then it really helps elevate that tonka. And the tonka in this is more sweet than it is powdery. So you get that nice coumarin instead of just like a powdery tonka. And then you're gonna have this nice cedar and some musks. I think this is a great fragrance. I believe they say there's suede in this. I do get a suede note, but it's not super detectable. It's pretty well hidden behind the musks, the cedar, and that vanilla. It's kind of just sitting in the background, well, at least on my skin. But Armani Code Eau de Parfum, I think this is a very versatile fragrance, especially on the age spectrum. I think any age could wear this fragrance and be comfortable rocking it. And it's one that I wish that I reached for more often. Good projection within the first hour or so, and then it kind of sits closer to the skin, but you do have a nice sillage throughout the day. So if you haven't yet, hit up your department store when you're looking at YSL YEDT. And while you're there, go ahead and stop by the Armani counter and check out Code Eau de Parfum. Thursday, I decided to rock a very sophisticated and elegant fragrance, and it comes from the house of Naughton and Wilson. This one is Bon Viveur. I'm loving Bon Viveur. I think this is a great fragrance. It's citrusy, it's green, you have some nice spicy qualities to it. You get this really nice London gin in here. There's also a watermelon note, but it's more just like adding a nice watery quality to it. You also get some really nice musks, some nice oak moss, a little bit of a woody quality. When it dries down, there's a nice sweetness to it. Bon Viveur is great. I don't understand why a lot of people don't really talk about this fragrance that much, probably because a YouTuber, created it, but it's not just Dan Naughton. It's also Wilson, who is not a YouTuber. And they have an amazing perfumer working with them, John Steven, who's created a buttload of awesome fragrances. And Bon Viveur is one of those. I really enjoy this. I get actually really good longevity. It's not huge in projection, but the longevity is really good on my skin. I get a good 8 hours. So that means good longevity. Not great, but good. Great longevity to me is like anything over like 10 hours. And then 10 hours plus is like beast mode. I really enjoyed wearing it on Thursday. I got some compliments. I got some attention. I don't freaking care because it's not about that for me, but it might be for you. So definitely check out Bon Viveur. See if it'll, get you some attention. Get yourself a sample decant and see for yourself. Friday, I did something I haven't done in forever. In almost 2 years, guys. 2 years. In this past year of being on YouTube, I've realized that I have put out a lot of content and that I love doing this. And I want to take a quick second and thank each and every one of you for all of your continued love and support. Y'all are freaking awesome. I could not have gotten where I'm at now without you. And this family tree is still got plenty of room in it for more subscribers, for more family members. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you stay notified every time I'm posting new content. But Friday, I did something I haven't done in almost 2 years. I went out. That's right. I hit the town with my friend Autumn and I rocked Parfums de Marly, Shagya. I used to own a bottle of this many moons ago, about 4 years ago, when it was when Cuba No, or Angel over at Cuba No, did his review of this, or maybe it was his first impressions, one of those two. But he inspired me to pick up Shagya, and man, he was right. This thing is freaking awesome. And also, the nose behind this is Sidonie Lanchester, an amazing master perfumer. So this is gonna start out citrusy. And you get this heavy blast of lime, a little bit of bergamot, just really helping support, push that lime, and some fruity pink pepper. So you get this nice citrus pink pepper combo. You're getting a little bit of spiciness from that pink pepper as well, but more on that sweet fruitiness. Then you roll into the heart and you start getting some oud, but I actually start getting the oud right off the bat. It adds a little bit of like tart sourness to the top notes, and I really enjoy it because it really helps create that lime. It helps make that lime more realistic. You also get this beautiful geranium. I believe it's either geranium or it's rose, but I think it's geranium because it's more of like a watery characteristic with that nice florality, that aromatic florality behind it. And then you get some cedar, and the cedar is quite predominant in this. In the full dry down, you get some gaiac wood, which is adding this nice spicy woodiness to it. It's adding some depth to it. And I believe there's also some papyrus in this. It's adding almost like this balsamic character to the base. And then some musks, just helping elevate everything. Shagya is awesome. I mean, it's such a great fragrance. This is a newer formulation too. I don't know how new, but I get great longevity out of this. I'm talking like 8 to 10 hours. And that is great for a fresh, spicy woody. I mean, this thing is awesome. And you can find these really decently priced at discounters when they pop up. I got mine for like $135 or $140, somewhere around there at fragrancebuy.ca. Keep your eye out for this one. This is a hidden gem if I've ever seen a hidden gem for Parfums de Marly. This thing is fantastic. So all night that night, I was getting attention because it smells freaking awesome. So if you ever see it, discounters, check it out. Shagya from Parfums de Marly. Saturday was kind of a long day for me, and I wore quite a few different fragrances, but I started my day out, my morning out, with Bortnikoff. That's right, Oud Cologne. Just added this into my mature list, and man, I kind of forget how much I love this fragrance, even though I just picked it up last year, at the beginning of last year. But Oud Cologne is great. Probably one of the best grapefruit notes, well, niche grapefruit notes, because I would say Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever. That is a really photorealistic grapefruit note. This is as well, but it's the way that the grapefruit combines with the oud in this, because the oud is actually also, adding that tart sour quality. So it's almost like you're getting the rind of the grapefruit. You're getting the pith of the grapefruit. You're getting all the meaty facets of the grapefruit. And then you roll into some really nice pink pepper. And that pink pepper is adding a nice spicy and fruity quality and adding to the sweetness as well. And then in the heart, you're going to get some nice florals, and then you get some ambergris in the base, and the ambergris is there to help round out and smooth and polish all the edges. You can get these beautiful musks. I think Oud Cologne is fantastic. It is expensive, $250 for a 50 ml, but I get good longevity out of this. I get between 6 and 8 hours. Again, if I spray it on my clothes, I will get that extra hour or so. You can get yourself samples. You can get yourself decants of any Bortnikoff, and I highly suggest checking them out. If you want to see what true niche fragrances are, check out some of Dimitri's like thick oudy fragrances. Oud Cologne, Amber Cologne are probably his most versatile, the easiest to wear. Well, that and also Moss Cologne, Musk Cologne, but those get a little bit more challenging. But Oud Cologne and Amber Cologne are freaking bangers. If you like classic style perfumery with this really nice modern edges all around it, and this will be right up your alley. So check out Bortnikoff Oud Cologne. Moving on to Sunday, Bloody Sunday. That's right, we're moving on to Sunday. Could you tell? No? All right. And Sunday, I had a live with the owner and perfumer, Anthony Lane, of Scent Journey. Scent Journey fragrances coming out of Florida. So these are not available in the UK. They're just available in the US. But this is cocktails and catamarans. Do you like pina colada? Because that's exactly what this smells like. Well, sort of, but pretty much. This starts out with fizzy, bubbly, effervescent aldehydes. And those aldehydes continue forever in this fragrance. I don't know how Anthony did it, but I know he said that he put in 3 different types of aldehydes in here. And it shows. But you're not just getting aldehydes, you're also getting pineapple, coconut, melon, a whole, big old fruit cocktail of fruits. And all those fruits combine to create this very realistic and not synthetic smelling pina colada note. And that pina colada accord actually flows through the entirety of this fragrance. It gets quieter as it gets into the dry down, but it's there. You can still smell it. You're also gonna get this like nice florality to it that's adding almost like a soapy characteristic, the way that it's blended with the aldehydes, but in the best way. This thing is fresh, and this is going to be a baller in the heat. I can't wait till the humidity kicks up here, because this is going to punch through it. This is gonna kick humidity's ass. But Cocktails and Catamarans is a really good fragrance, especially coming from an indie perfumer who's only been perfuming, and self-taught perfumer that's only been perfuming for a few years. He's doing a really good job. This is the only release that he has as of yet, but he's got a couple more coming out very soon. For the price you can get these at, $99 right now. Usually $105 for a 50 ml. You can only get 50 mls, but $99 for a 50 ml, 100% worth it. I would say that this is unisex, but leans more on the feminine side. But gents, you're watching this channel. You got confidence. I know you do. Because that's what this channel is all about, helping boost your confidence. If you're a man who enjoys tropical fragrances, who loves pina coladas, then definitely check out Cocktails and Catamarans. I loved wearing it. I love wearing it. It's freaking fantastic. I was smelling like Jimmy Buffett all day yesterday. I don't know about you, but I was. All right, there it is, guys. Week number 34 of my whiffs of the week. I do apologize for not getting my whiffs of the week out last Monday. I was sick. I couldn't do it. I just did not have it in me. I'm not gonna put out bad content for you guys just to say I got content out. No, I want to always put out the best content that I can for you. I love you all. I care about y'all. And I'm so thankful and so blessed that you have accepted me in your fragrance family. But that's it for me today, guys. Let me know what your weekly rotation was. Like I always say, if you catch a wild hair, drop it down below. But I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. If you enjoyed today's episode, then do me a favor and like, comment, share, and subscribe. And always remember, you are stinking beautiful. And until next time, happy scent trails.